The shift from fear into love. November 20, 2015. Fear is an energy that you create and energize within your being in response to circumstances, experiences, and even thought processes. Fear is an aspect of the ego that is present to protect and safeguard you as a physical being on the earth, and yet it has become empowered within humanity. The power of fear has been enhanced beyond an instinct or impulse for protection to become a way of life, a constant experience and an inner guiding voice. Fear was originally present to encourage you to be conscious and aware, being observant of any dangers around you, and yet fear now encourages many to be unconscious and unaware of their truth, senses, and the Creator. As ascended masters viewing the earth, we can see that fear is being used as a tool to create stagnation, separation from the Creator, and disempowerment of your inner truth. Fear has in truth always been present within the physical body, however not with such power as now. Fears are rising from current circumstances and past lifetimes within many people as energetic patterns, because it is now time for fear to be returned to its original presence and purpose, allowing your soul to guide your way forward once more. You may be using the energy of fear, patterns of your past or past lifetime fears, as a tool against yourself because of conscious or unconscious beliefs of feeling unworthy or unloved. Unfortunately, some people have realized that fear is a tool that they can use to condition, control, and damage others, creating a false sense of power and illusion of their importance and ability to dictate. While other people can create circumstances, situations, and experiences knowing full well that this will create fear in many, if you choose to be conscious and aware of your own energy and emotions, you can realize that fear does not always have to be activated within you or awoken as a response. Fear feels like a natural response in certain situations, and yet it is a response that causes you to be unaware, separate from the Creator, and unconscious of the sacred power within your being. If you let go of the perspective that fear is a natural response, you realize that your ego enjoys fear because it means you will not step out of your comfort zone and will be content with the familiar. Therefore, expansion physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally will not take place. It can even be said that your soul will not be able to achieve its divine purposes upon the earth while you allow fear to guide and control aspects of your being and reality. Imagine if your response to everything in your reality and the world, whether it is a major disaster or a painful experience, was compassion for yourself and everyone involved. Imagine if every experience in your past which has encouraged you to response in fear was altered and erased, instead replaced by a response of compassion. What would your energy be like? What perspective would you have about the world, and would fear even exist or be acknowledged by you? With a history of compassionate responses, how would you react to or feel about areas of your current reality that are causing reactions of fear? Maybe current situations would not even have been manifested by you. Remember that resistance, frustration, anxiety, stress, and concern are also aspects of fear. Even in the most horrific of circumstances, do you have the right to react in fear? Yes, you do have the right. However, imagine how healing it would be for you to react with compassion. It would allow the light and healing vibrations of the Creator to flow through your being. You would be more open to accepting divine support and intervention, as well as being more aware of your intuition sharing messages of guidance. This would allow every situation to be illuminated with light, love, and peace for yourself and all of humanity. Imagine if every person on the earth chose to react with compassion. Fear would be erased and kindness would be the energy that forms in its place. From kindness love is born, the unconditional love of the Creator which can be expansively and abundantly shared. When the love of the Creator is present, anything and everything is possible and able to manifest with ease and perfection. Shifting your reaction from fear to compassion simply requires you to realize and be observant of a few points. Fear is not your truth. Fear does not belong to you. You do not own your fear. You may be energizing fear and manifesting it into circumstances within your reality, and yet fear does not exist within the truth of your soul. Therefore, fear is not your truth. When you choose to let go of any fears that arise from within your being, you will notice that the fears are actually released and erased from your being. Sometimes fears are persistent, and yet with your constant focus on letting your fears go, you will recognize the growth of freedom within your being. When you realize that your fears do not represent who you really are, then you will find it easier to let go of fears. Through the desire to let go of fears, you are encouraging yourself to observe your fears free from judgment and attachment. Observing your fear and being consciously aware of your fears is the most powerful tool to releasing the habit of fear, because being aware means that you are ready to make changes. It is not your natural existence to attack yourself with fear, it is love that you can give generously to yourself. With detachment from fear, you will be able to think, sense and acknowledge with greater clarity. Forgiveness. When you are aware that you have reacted and responded with fear, be forgiving to yourself. Know that fear is a habit and conditioning that you and humanity have energized and empowered. It will take time and dedication to shift this conditioning. Fear can be your reaction, however, with your awareness there is no longer need to remain in fear. The response of forgiveness after the rising of fear will act as an opening in your energy and a pathway to activating the vibrations, thought processes, and emotions of compassion from within your being. With forgiveness, you enhance the process of detachment from fear, and consciously choose to manifest a reality of love for yourself no matter what occurs in your reality or the challenges you have to move through. Forgiveness only requires an intention, however, when practiced regularly you will notice a beautiful habit of forgiveness forming. Understand compassion. I am the source of compassion. Allow yourself to recite this affirmation during meditation or quiet time. Be aware of where in your body you can connect with your energy of compassion, and feel the presence of compassion building within your being so that you become so familiar with compassion as if you know what it tastes, smells, and feels like. When you become more familiar with the vibration and your inner experience of compassion, you will discover that you are more willing, even excited to be given the opportunity to share your compassion with yourself and others. Therefore, compassion will become a beautiful routine and pattern within your emotions, thoughts, entire being, reality, and manifestations. You may also wish to recite this affirmation to aid your inner activation of compassion. I am compassionate, I am kind-hearted, loving, caring and considerate. I choose to manifest compassion from the truth of my being to become my constant response to my reality. I now allow the Creator to respond to me through people and circumstances with compassion and the purest of love. This is my truth and experience now. There are many circumstances that are occurring on the earth now which are causing terror, pain, and suffering for those involved as well as those who are witnessing. Many of these situations are manifesting because of the lack of love within individuals and the empowerment of their ego, because of their inability to accept the love of the Creator, thus causing them to inflict pain upon others. When we view these circumstances with a wider perspective, then we are able also to acknowledge the positive shifts that are taking place due to these circumstances. As pain and suffering is witnessed by those around the world, compassion is activated within many people. This activation of compassion opens the individual's heart chakra and allows the healing energy of their soul and the universe of the Creator to flow through them, raising the energetic frequency of the earth and humanity. This is often an unconscious activation of healing that takes place and also brings a profound healing to the individual. Thus, those who do not remember the truth of the Creator within their beings are being awoken as they find themselves reacting with compassion. As light workers, it is your purpose to energize the compassion being created worldwide so that those who are unaware of the Creator's truth within them do not then awaken fear after their compassion has been shared. To energize compassion within souls worldwide so they may remain in a space of compassion and move into love rather than fear, you can simply say, with the support of Mother Earth and the Creator, I now emanate from my soul sacred waves of light carrying compassion to empower the compassion of the Creator within every person upon the earth. The earth is a space of compassion and love eternally. This is our collective experience. Your heart is inviting you to be love in every moment of your reality. It is through compassion and your conscious awareness of fear that you can manifest and support others in experiencing the profound love of the Creator, thus revealing the era of love upon the earth. In eternal compassionate love. Master Serapis Bey. Channeled through Natalie Glasson. www.omna.org